Hey guys, so I'm here today working on the Mini again, and I decided I'm gonna change the lower control arm. It's that piece right here going all the way up. So I'm here fighting with it. I had a few issues when I was trying to take it out. This bolt right here is supposed to be right there. I don't know if you guys can see it properly, but it sits like this all the way up in there. And this bolt, you don't have like it's not a bolt that you put a socket on, so it should be, no, technically the bolt should stay in place, and you just turn the other side, which is this nut right here, and it should come off. But in my case, you know, nothing goes smooth at all. So I was here trying to take this bolt off, and the thing kept spinning. So I had to grab my where is it? This little guy right here, and give him a good grip, and use my Milwaukee and try to back it off. You know, it took me a little bit, but I got that piece off. Now I gotta focus on getting the one up there. So that one is gonna be a little tough, because normally you're supposed to take the exhaust down, remove the heat shield, that way I could use this impact, but I'm trying not to do that. So I'm just gonna get I'm gonna try to use one my spanner right here, and maybe one of these on the inner part, and hopefully I can get it off. But you know, I'm gonna see if I can get that one off. After I get that one off, I'll just, you know, come back to you guys, and if I run into any issue, I'll let you guys know. Alright guys, so I ended up getting one side done. Show you guys what it looks like under there. So that's the bar. I tried to straighten it as much as I could. So what I did was I should have showed you guys, but I put them both side by side and take the two nuts, put it in this side, and through the new camber bar. Then I did the same down here, make sure they were the same size, then put it in the car. But what I did was normally you just take it to like an alignment shop and have them do the job, but I decided to put one turn to take out some of the camber on mine. You know, I'm gonna get the car aligned, but you know, I figure just one turn won't hurt. We'll see. So that's what I did with this one. So I'm gonna get the other one in, and then I'll show you guys the finished product. But you know, it's sitting in there real good. I was looking at, I got this that camber bar, I got this one with I had a black Mini before, and I bought it and flipped it, and the bar came with the car. It was sitting in the back. I was doing some research, but I couldn't find nothing on it, and then I realized that this was like a self-made bar. So you buy the parts in pieces, and you know, you basically buy the nuts, you buy the bar in pieces, and the two little I don't know what to call it, these arms. Let me show you right quick. These two, yeah, that piece right there, the parts that swivel, you bought those separate too, and you just put it together yourself. And I find out it's like a little cheaper if you do it that way. So if you know, if you want to go down that road, you know, it's a little easier in my opinion, because the other ones, it's not necessarily easier, it's just cheaper. The other ones cost you like $200, which, you know, you could do that for less than like maybe like half the price. So you know, it's up to you guys if you really want to do that, or just get the ones. You can buy it, just Google the car and put in the camber bar and the rear camber adjustment thingy, and it'll pop up and you'll see the prices, and you just grab the one that you want. But I'm gonna finish up the other side, and I'm gonna call it a day. Alright guys, so I think I'm done here with the install. Well, I'm not quite done. Still gotta put the exhaust back up, and let's see what's going on under here. I got the bars installed on both sides, and I'm about to tighten these nuts. Yep. So after I tighten those, that's about it. I just need to put the exhaust back in place, and that's it. So I'm gonna, let me see, tighten these. I think they're like reverse thread or something like that. So yeah, I think they're reverse thread. hard to do this thing with one hand. You just tighten this up and so you got them both tightening, should be good. Let's go back over this one more time. And do the same thing for the other side. And should be it. Oh yeah, so I had to drop the exhaust down. This car got 3 little bolts and one of mine broke off. This thing has been rusted, so just screw them off, and I think they're like 10 millimeter. Yeah, so I'm gonna just put this back up, put the car back up, and then check in with you guys. Alright guys, so the install is 100% complete. Bars are in, exhaust is back up. I still need to fix this exhaust. I got an exhaust leak. Yeah, but so far so good. So like I said, the bars, I mean, they're pretty firm. They swivel a little bit because of the bearing right here and up top right there. So should be good where they at right now. But see, this is the other side right here. Well, that's cool. So like I said, if you guys wanna get these camber bar, it's cheaper to buy it, like, you know, I was looking online. So you technically, it's basically like a kit that you put together yourself. So you buy the long piece and you get the 2 arm joints and the locking nuts. That's it. But you have to like source it yourself or whatever. I got this with the other car, so I was looking to see what brand it is or whatever, because there's nothing written on it. Then I found out, you know, they put that one together. But you know, it's pretty robust, so I'm not too worried about it. And you know, a lot of company make them, but they, like I said, they're a little on the expensive side. But you know, but once you lower the car, you're gonna find yourself with that weird camber sticking in, and then the front fitment is gonna be like pretty much flush and the back is gonna be sunken in. And I was running it like that for a while, but you know, I never liked it because the back fitment look weak. A lot of people tend to run, you know, staggered setup with the Mini because of that. So a lot of people run like a 9-inch in the back and an 8 in the front, and you have a flush fitment, you know, but it's still kind of like sunken or whatever. But I just figured I'd just take the camber out of this one and it should be good, you know. I was thinking about getting like a 9-inch for the back, but I have like 3 sets of wheel and all them is 8 all around, so I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole. So that's it for today, guys. Everything here is done. I need to clean up this thing, and I mean, pretty much I just need to do a few little bit more stuff on the Mini. Nothing more serious. I wanted to do the timing chain and what is that, the vacuum pump. I figure I checked the timing chain the last time and it was pretty good. Okay, I'm trying to remember the guy who I bought the car from, if he had changed the timing chain before. Cause me was talking, I can't remember. He told me he did a lot of work on the car, but I can't remember. I want to say he did, because the timing chain looks good, and it's when you know, you can check the timing chain to see if you got any play, and this one was pretty good. But I want to check the change of vacuum pump, because what happened is that let me pull the engine and show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay, so right here, looking at the engine, you come right underneath here, and that's the vacuum pump right here. So the vacuum pump is it's run off the exhaust cam. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, it's run off the exhaust cam. So what happened is that if this fail right here, is gonna jam the whole exhaust cam. Then you're gonna lose your timing chain, because the timing chain is just held on the timing gear and the gear, and then there's a bolt right in the side, and if that failed, the bolt is gonna snap, and once the bolt snap, you're gonna bend every single valve on the exhaust side more than likely. So you know, I want to change this out. This one look like it's never been touched. When I had the car first, I had a lot of leaks with the car. I think I was leaking a couple spots. The main leak that I have was it was all the way down there where the what that thing called again? Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, right there, the filter housing. Where the filter housing, you got this it's like a long, you got a long neck, and it's bolted on to the block, and it was leaking from there because you have two seals in between it where it bolts on, and then it started leaking there. Once it started leaking, you know, it was a hot mess. It started leaking down onto the downpipe, and it's just burning thing. And then it got worse because I was losing a lot of coolant. So what happened is that it's the neck is where it's bolted onto the block. It got two holes in it. They got one up top, one down bottom. One is coolant, one is oil. So once it start leaking, it's just gonna start pushing coolant, and then after a while, it was a, you know, coolant start coming out from there too. And I also changed the thermostat back then, you know. So like I said, I'm just gonna try to get this replaced, and I'll feel a little better, you know, because the timing chain, it looks good. So I'm not too, it's not bugging me like that, but I feel like, you know, I want to change this because I've seen a lot of Mini fail because of that same thing, because once it jams, it's just gonna ruin everything in the head. So yeah, so that's it guys for now, until we get some more, you know, more stuff to do or whatever. But I'm gonna just call it a day right here, and I'll catch you guys in the next upload.